Most gardeners treat yarrow like a pretty background plant. They put it along the fence, water it occasionally, and move on. And their vegetable beds keep struggling. Here is what those gardeners do not know. Yarrow is not a decorative flower. It is a biological system. It feeds your soil from 30 inches underground. It breaks apart heavy clay without a single tool. And it builds a pest defense shield that runs completely chemical-free all season long. Today, you are going to see exactly how it works, and you are going to see why Section 5 of this video could be the most important thing you watch before your next planting day. Look at what just came out of the ground. Most flowers feed from the top 2 to 3 inches of your garden bed. That is all they can reach, so that is all your soil ever gives back. Yarrow does something completely different. It sends its roots down, sometimes 18 to 24 inches below the surface. And while it is down there, it pulls up nutrients that are completely locked away from every other plant in your garden. Potassium, phosphorus, calcium, copper. These are the exact minerals that tomatoes and peppers burn through fastest when they are producing fruit. So here is what you do with that. Twice each summer, take your shears and cut back the green yarrow foliage. Do not bag it. Do not move it to a compost pile across the yard. Drop it directly around the base of your heaviest feeding vegetables. This is called the chop and drop method. As those leaves break down, they release slow, steady, deep earth minerals back into your topsoil. No fertilizer bag, no cost. Your yarrow produces more foliage every season, and the cycle runs itself. That is your first system. Now here is what it is doing beneath the surface. At the same time, if you have heavy clay soil, you already know what this feels like. Water sits on the surface for hours. Roots cannot push through. And the standard advice, till it, break it up mechanically, actually destroys the underground microbiology that feeds your plants in the first place. You fix one problem and create 3 more. Yarrow fixes it differently, and it does it without you lifting anything heavier than a trowel. It works through 2 systems, running at the same time. Close to the surface, yarrow builds a dense fibrous root mat that holds soil structure and stops erosion. Deeper down, it sends thick taproots straight through compacted clay, cracking it open, the way a slow drill works through dense material. When those roots naturally break down at the end of the season, they leave behind open channels through your soil. Oxygen reaches deeper. Water drains instead of pooling. You are not forcing the change. The plant is doing it from the inside, season after season, without any input from you. That is your soil fixed. Now here is what happens above ground because of it. Here is a mistake that costs gardeners their entire pest control season. And most of them never connect it back to this one decision. They plant yarrow along the outer edge of the garden, along the fence, along the wall, away from the vegetables. It looks clean and organized, but it makes the plant nearly useless for the job it does best. Look closely at that flower. What you are seeing is not one single bloom. It is a cluster of dozens of individual tiny florets, all sitting on one flat, open, umbrella-shaped platform. That structure is called an umbel, and its shape is not an accident. That flat surface is a precision landing pad for small beneficial insects. Yarrow specifically attracts ladybugs, green lacewings, and parasitic wasps. Not the wasps that chase you outside, microscopic ones that hunt aphids, thrips, and hornworms directly on your crops. When yarrow is planted beside your fence, those insects land, feed, and leave. When yarrow is planted directly inside your cucumber rows and pepper beds, they stay. They patrol the area constantly. You are not spraying anything. You are not trapping anything. You are building a permanent biological security system, and it runs on its own. Now, before you plant any of this, you need to hear what comes next. Because two extremely common mistakes will undo every single thing this plant can do for you. These two mistakes are happening in gardens right now, and both of them look like the right thing to do, which is exactly why they cause so much damage. Mistake number 1, high nitrogen fertilizer. When you feed Yarrow the same fertilizer you use on your lawn or your tomatoes, it responds immediately. The plant shoots up fast. Growth looks impressive for about a week. Then the problems start. The stems grow tall but weak, watery, thin, and unable to support their own weight. They collapse onto the ground under the first light rain, and the plant stops blooming entirely. No blooms means no beneficial insects. No beneficial insects means no pest control. Your entire system shuts down. Yarrow evolved in poor, lean soil. It does not need fertilizer. Adding nitrogen does not help it, it breaks it. Mistake number 2, wood mulch against the crown. The crown is the base of the plant, the zone where stems meet soil. Most gardeners pile mulch right up to the stems, because that is standard practice for most plants. For Yarrow, it is a death sentence. Wood mulch holds moisture. Moisture sitting directly against the crown traps water in a zone that needs constant air circulation. Crown rot sets in within days. By the time you see the plant collapsing at the base, the damage is already done. The fix takes 30 seconds. Pull your mulch back at least 2 inches from every Yarrow stem. Then lay a thin ring of coarse pea gravel or clean sand directly around the crown. It keeps that zone dry, air circulates freely, roots below stay hydrated. One small adjustment, and your plant stays standing all season. When Yarrow is placed correctly, fed correctly, and mulched correctly, your garden runs differently. Your soil opens up without tilling. Your pest pressure drops without chemicals. Your vegetables pull minerals from 30 inches underground without a single extra input from you. This is not a complex system. It is one plant doing 4 jobs simultaneously for free season after season. So here is what I want to know. Where are you planning to place Yarrow in your layout this season? Are you putting it inside your vegetable rows? Or do you have a different setup? Drop it in the comments below. I read every single one, and if you are starting from scratch and need the step-by-step guide to planting Yarrow for the first time, that video is right here. See you in the next one.